Hi students, welcome back to Chakravarthy E Classroom. Today also we are going to discuss two questions from Time and Work chapter. See students, in the previous session also I have discussed two very good questions from Time and Work. The difference between previous session and this one is the difficulty level has been increased a little. Now these two questions I can categorize as a moderate to a little advanced level question. These are not basic level questions but moderate to a little advanced. That is one thing. And second is that observe the questions carefully students. Here more than one concept of arithmetic has been involved in this one. The first question you see, if you see that one, percentages involved in this one. Percentages, ratio proportion, and of course time and work. Even in the second question also, efficiency is in the ratio proportion, right? Ratio proportion and time and work concept is involved. Nowadays, in many competitive exams, the examiner is asking this type of questions, where the concept of more than 2 to 3 chapters involved in one question. They want to analyze the ability of the candidate. Multiple skills you have to have. You should have clear understanding of percentages, ratios and time and work to solve these two questions. And anyway students, already I have posted these two questions in all our Telegram and WhatsApp groups. I hope by this time most of the students must have finished this one. Those students who have not joined the Telegram channel or Telegram channel yet, you please join the channel because you can watch the previous videos also in that channel. The link I am giving in the below description box. And by the way students, these two questions I have taken directly from my course, even without changing the numbers, so that the other students who are watching the videos on YouTube may understand our teaching methodology. Okay, and coming to the timing for this one, generally I tell you the maximum time for this one, allocated time for this one is not more than 1.5 minutes. Very easily you can do within that time only, and even this one also 1 to 1.5 minutes you can complete the question, provided you have the clear understanding of concept and adequate practice. And by the way students, beginners don't count the time, and the students who have been practicing this one after knowing the concept, you only keep timing for this one. Okay, right, now let's start the question students here. First we will do the second question, then come back to the first one because second is simple one, right? Let's start this one. Where is this one? This one. Here they have given. First read the question properly, and the technique you know. Problem, after reading the problem, make the question part separately, information part separately. Focus on question and go for the information. Okay, while reading only you have to analyze the data. What they have given clearly, the ratio of efficiency of A and B is 4:5 and that of B and C is 3:2. Very simple one students, right? By reading only you can very easily say A is to B's efficiency they have given, B is to C's efficiency they have given. You can clearly find out A is to B is to C's efficiency. One thing is over. That thing should be done in your mind. Okay. Next, A and B together work for 5 days and C finishes the remaining work in 9 days. In how many days A alone can finish the same work? This is the given thing. Okay. You know the technique students. Just now I told you information part separate, question part separate. What is the question here? In how many days B alone can finish the work? So what I need for this one, to answer this one, first of all I should know total amount of work, isn't it? Divided by B's 1 day's work, B's efficiency, then you can get the answer. This is the blueprint. You have to do the questions in this way. These two are required for me, total work and B's efficiency. And the clues given by them are this one. With the help of the first clue, you can easily find out B's efficiency. Not only B's, A, B and C, all the 3 efficiency you can find out. And after that you try to find out the total amount of work. Within seconds you can solve the question, isn't it? Now how to find out this one, B's efficiency? Simple students. Here we need to use the ratio and proportion concept. What is that? A and B's efficiency is 4:5. I am writing like this. A is to B. As far as efficiency is concerned, 4:5. What do you mean by efficiency is concerned 4:5? If A can do 4 units of work in one day, B can do 5 units of work in one day. That is the comparison. Then B and C's efficiency is 3:2. Use the ratios concept here. B and C. I am writing here. What is that one? 3:2. 3:2. Now you can very easily find out what is A:B:C. In ratios we have learned this one. Two methods I told you. What are the two methods? You can go for the cross multiplication like this. 4:3, 5:3 and 5:2. Or the other method is extending this one. Here it is ending with 5. Keep imaginary 5 here. Right? Now it is ended with 3. Keep imaginary 3 here. Now go for the multiplication here. Vertical multiplication. 4:3, 12. Is to 5:3, 15, is to 5:2, this is 10. Now the ratio of A:B:C as far as efficiency is concerned, 12:15:10. Here I found out B's efficiency as 15 over. This is my master plan, isn't it? Now I need to find out total amount of work. How to go for this one? To find out that one, students, clearly they have given. Now you see A and B together work for 5 days and C finishes the remaining work in 9 days. That means first A and B together started the work. They work for 5 days. After that C just started and A and B together started for work for 5 days, means they stopped the work there only. After 5 days they stopped it. Then C joined there and he finished the work in 9 days, finished the remaining work in 9 days. Here you can find out the total amount of work. How, students? A and B work for 5 days. What is the capacity of A and B? 12 plus 15, 12 units per day, 15 units per day. So 15 plus 10, 25 plus 2, 27. Together they can do 27 units per day. How many days they have worked for? 5 days. So 27 units into 5 days. This is 5-day work of A and B together. After that, C finished the remaining work in 9 days. So that the complete work is done. Isn't it? Now C in 9 days. So what is C's capacity? 10 units per day. So plus 10 units per day into 9 days C worked. This is equal to total amount of work. This one. This is what exactly I need here. Now total amount of work is 27 into 5. What is this one? 20 into 5, 100, 7 into 5, that is 35. 135 plus 90. What is 135 plus 90? I told you in the speed maths. 135 plus 90. Instead of 90, you take it as 100. 135 and 100, 235 minus 10, 225. So straight away I can say 225 units is the total amount of work. Now my answer is total amount of work 225 divided by B's efficiency is 15 units per day. Because they have asked the question here, this is only B alone can do it in how many days? Now simply this is 15 times. So my answer is B can do the work alone in how many days? 15 days. How simple this one, students, isn't it? Can't you do this question without writing anything on the paper, frankly speaking? Of course, yes. Because while reading the question, when you go for the question part, this blueprint should come to your mind. Total work divided by B's 1 day's work. So B's 1 day's work can be done here 4:5, then 3:2. That is 12, 15 and 10. I got B's 1 day's work. Now total amount of work, it is quite obvious here. Clearly they have given that A and B work for 5 days. Then after that C finished the remaining work in 9 days. I know the capacity of A and B together. A and B's together capacity is 27. 27 into 5 times plus 10 into 9. That's going to be my total amount of work. Then total amount of work divided by B's capacity efficiency will give me in how many days B can finish the work. Isn't it simple, students? You have to do the questions in this way. Now go for the first question. Take a little time, students, here. Just pause the video here. Take a little time and try to do it by yourself. Try to do it by yourself. Just take, how much time will you take? The students who are watching this video, just treat it as a live session and you take 1.5 to 2 minutes for this one and try to solve that. After that, resume the video. I request or I advise all of you, don't go for the video continuously. Just pause it and try to do it by yourself. And after that, just resume the video. Okay, right. Let's start this one. What they have given, A's efficiency is 75% of that of B's. Simple one. Instead of giving in ratios, they have given percentages. You can easily convert that one into ratio. A and B's, what is that? 75% that of B's, and B's efficiency is 80% that of C's. Again the same thing, we can convert that one into ratios. I can find out A, B, C's individual efficiency I can find out. Next, if A takes 180 days more than B and C working together to finish the work, in how many days all the three can finish the work working together? Little twist is there. To understand this twist, or before understanding the twist, you just apply the same technique. The problem must be divided into two parts, information and a question part. What's the question here? In how many days all the three can do the work together? To find out that one, to find out the answer for this one, what I need, students, go for the blueprint. I should know the total amount of work. Total amount of work divided by A, B, C's individual efficiency will give me in how many days A, B and C together complete the work. Now, with the given information, try to find out these two variables so that you can answer the question very easily. With the help of the first one, students, here A's efficiency is compared to B's, B's is compared to C's. With that information, I can find out the second part. And somehow, if you try a little, you can find out the first part with the help of this one. A takes 180 days more than B and C working together to finish the work. As far as the days are concerned, they are bifurcated in this way. A is one part, B and C together another part. Can't I do this question? Very easily you can do. Now, first start the comparison here. A is to B is to C. I am comparing like in the previous question only. A is to B is to C. What's the first statement? A's efficiency is 75% of that of B's. Now you tell me the ratio there. Very simple. 75% means 3/4. Simple, students. A's efficiency is 75% of that of B's, means if B's efficiency is 4 parts, A's efficiency is 3 parts. We learnt this one in percentages chapter, basics of percentages chapter. I have explained this one. Now clearly I can take the ratio as 3:4. Now this is 3:4. Now, B's efficiency and C's comparison, you see, B's efficiency is 80% of that of, what do you mean by 80%? 80% is nothing but 4/5, isn't it? 80% is 4/5. What do you mean by this one? Between B and C, if C's capacity is 5 parts, B's capacity is 4 parts. As simple of this one. Now this one, B is to C, 4:5. 4:5. Now you need not do that one because B is common. Now directly you can say A is to B is to C, 3:4:5. That's it. This is over. So A's efficiency, that means A can do 3 units of work per day, whereas B can do 4 units and C can do 5 units. This is one part. Total efficiency of all the 3, that means 5 plus 4 plus 3, 12. I got this part as 12. Simple, students. Now try to find out the total amount of work. How to find out the total amount of work? It's a good one, because here in the second statement they have given the comparison of A with B and C, not in terms of efficiency. They have given in terms of time taken for that one. So what is that here? Simply A takes 180 days more than B and C working together to finish the work. B and C one part, A one part. A takes 180 days more than B and C together. Now how to take the comparison? Since they have given the comparison with the time or the difference in time, we need to convert the efficiency to time. How? Here the ratio of time between A and B plus C together. Isn't it, students? As far as efficiency is concerned, A's efficiency is 3 units per day, B plus C is 5 plus 4, 9 units per day. When the efficiency is 3:9, time is always inversely proportional to that one. That means when A can do 3 units of work in one day, B and C can do 9 units of work per day. When you have converted that ratio to time ratio, it becomes 9:3 or 3 3s, 3 1s, 3:1. What do you mean by 3:1? It is time ratio. That means to complete the work, if A takes 3 days, B and C together take only 1 day. Now you got the idea why I have converted this one to time? Because here they have given the difference between A and B plus C in terms of time only. That means A takes 180 days more than B and C together when they do the complete work. That means time difference between A and B plus C is 180. That's the reason why I have converted this one to time. A 3 days, B plus C only 1 day. What is the difference between these two? 3 minus 1, 2. Why am I taking difference? Because their difference is 180. Now very clearly apply unitary method. You should be perfect with even that also. Percentages, ratios and unitary method. How to go for unitary? 2 ways I'll tell you. The first thing is difference is 2. If the difference is 2 days, A can do the entire work in 3 days. This is time. Okay, if the difference is 2 days between these two sets, difference is 2 days, A can do the work in 3 days completely. Okay, if the difference is 180 days, A can do the work in how many days? Now simply that is 180 by 2 into 3. So 290 times 9 3s are 27, 270 days. That means A can complete the work in 270 days. All of you got the idea, students, why I am taking A in 270 days? Because I know the capacity of A here. Now to go for the total work, I can do 270 into 3. Okay, this is one way of unitary method. Or directly also you can say without writing anything on the paper. How is that one? Here the difference is 2 with my imaginary numbers. There the difference is 180. That means 2 parts equal to 180. When 2 parts is 180, 1 part is 90. I need 3 parts because I am focusing on A. Either you can find out the total work by focusing on A or B plus C also. That's up to you. I have taken A. When 2 parts 180, 1 part 90, 3 parts should be 3 into this one 90. 3 into 90. Anyway, that is 270. Now we got the idea. Now A can do the complete work in 270 days. This all exercise I am doing to find out the total amount of work. When A can do the entire work in 270 days, what is the total amount of work? 270 into A's capacity per day, 3 units. A's capacity per day, 3 units. Now 270 days into 3 units. This one. This is the total amount of work divided by A plus B plus C's capacity. This is 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 12. 12 units per day. Now go for the simplification. Simplification is very simple. 3 ones, 3 4 times, you will get the fractions it seems, right? Then this is 2 twos. Then this is 2 ones, 2 threes, 2 5s. 135 by 2. Shall we do it here? I am taking here. 135 by 2. 135 by 2. 135 by 2 means that is 2. This is 6 times and this is 7 times. 67 2s 134. 134, 67, 1 by 2. Okay, I am writing here. This is the answer. You take this one. 67.5 days is the right answer. Simple, isn't it simple, students? You can do this question within a maximum of 1.5 minutes, provided you have conceptual clarity and adequate practice. Without the concept, you can't do anything. Thank you very much, students, for watching this video, and I'm going to upload some more videos based on time and work, because many students are asking for this one. Sir, give us some high difficulty level questions in time and work. I'll just take 2 more questions for the next session. Some students have sent me the mail that, sir, give us the comparison of men, women and children, that type of questions. I have included many questions in my regular course. I'll take 2 or 3 questions from my course and explain that one again on YouTube in the next session. And before closing this one, students, I request all of you to subscribe our channel and share it with all your circles so that many other students may also be benefited. Thank you very much.